This is something actually noted in Hadith. Yeah. Around rulers and people, what they call the amirs and amara, you have so much kubatha. Kupsi, kabat, yeah, around these people, man. Yeah, so many kubatha, man. Scary, man. It's frightening. Very frightening. You have so much of that. See, the nuns, the Catholic nuns, when the corrupt Muslims refused to help me here in Iceland, the corrupt Muslims, the Catholic nuns gave me this pass. It cost 11,000 Icelandic krona, this bus pass. This is the date that it ends. June the 16th. Since then, I've had to walk around town. But like I said, I feel like I'm panting, even though I'm in wudu. I had to do a ghusl because of a seminal emission last night. Again, because of not being married, lay down, sleep. You don't want that. You would do that. You're not allowed. Even to an older Muslim woman of my choice. Listen to me, and I'm challenging Shaitan, the jinn, Shayateen, the Ifrit. Yeah. An older woman to show you their crime. How they're embedded in governments. It's not completely a blame of the jinn. Yeah. An older Muslim woman who's over 50 years old, or even over 60. An older Muslim woman of my own free will, of her choice, I'm not allowed to marry this type of woman. Nope. Absolutely not. I'm not allowed to nikah with this kind of woman because of the interference that's going on from fellow Muslims. That's why when one of the sheikhs, I don't know if it was Sheikh Uthaymeen or Sheikh Mukbil, or one of them was saying something about a virus, a plague will come, which hasn't come yet. It ain't the Black Death of Europe, because it's talking about wiping out the Arabs. They talk about Europe. They talk about this plague that will come. It will finish these people off. The Arabs, yeah. In addition to warfare, which is why the first simple symbology you got from President, see this Bata company, it made in Italy, but that's an Indian company. Yeah, and these were donated shoes. These shoes were donated by the church, a church, which is in Queensland, a white church, a white building, Protestant church. They gave me these shoes because I couldn't. And the other, and that bag too was given to me by someone, which is a part of Samyup. Somebody who's a part of Samyup gave me that bag. That's an expensive bag. So what happened is the Kubatha is the Arabs will be decimated. And even to the point, the Emir movement, which is Muslims believe this cataclysmic, apocalyptic Messiah type of thing, they call the Imam Mahdi. Like Imam Mahdi will come back, and he will say, where are the Arabs? I think this is a question he will ask, and he will say, they're decimated. Not only by this plague thing, but by conflicts. By being surrounded by 80 multiple nations. And I can see it crescendo and building up with the terrorism going on in the world. I can see it building up with people reaching in anguish and saying that we are sick and tired of Arabs. We are sick and tired of Muslims attacking us in our society, screaming Allahu Akbar and all this kind of stuff, and getting frustrated because they can't make it. They can't cut it. They can't get their lives together and have treat women properly and have decent things. We're sick of them. So let us start attacking them and getting rid of this infestation out of our societies. Once and for all. I can see that day coming out. Because we didn't take Islam serious enough. So I gotta go to the library now and do a data transfer and start throwing away external USB drives and data storage, because data storage is not portable enough. No, data storage is not portable enough. They've had data storage where someone created some data storage in the size like as thin as a credit card out. Like you have a USB stick, which they do have a 1 terabyte one, which is made by Kingston or another, I forget the company. It's 1 terabyte, which is a very significant thing. Terabytes, made by Kingston, yeah, or something like that. I forget the manufacturer that makes it. A USB stick, but somebody developed one. Indians They developed one. It's like a card. It's as thin as a credit card. Multiple terabytes, even multiple terabytes. Like a card. As thin as a card. Yeah, a credit card that was never put out. And it's successfully tested and everything. Ready for production. Release, never put out. Same thing like BAA63. He has the mark of an American on him. I was reading the license plate. Same thing with this SanDisk. There's a company called SanDisk, started by an Israeli guy named Eli Harari, and SanDisk, and they created an SD card, Sierra Delta, an SD card, which is 1 terabyte. They already created it. It's finished. They did it years ago. Huh? Yeah, they did it years ago. 1 terabyte card. Never released the card out to the public. They never released the card, man. I don't know why. You see, because you want to protect your person, your papers, your things. You don't want people going inside your papers, going through your stuff. We have that constitutionally. It's called the freedom from unreasonable search and seizure. This is what it's called. Going through your papers, your property, person. The founding fathers actually mentioned this in writing, papers and person. These men sat down, they wrote this out. You don't want people going through that, man. That's your private stuff, your sexual life, you this, that. You don't want them going through this kind of stuff. This is evil. This is and racism, man, and what they're doing. They're using the counterterrorism structure for racism, to do racism to people, man. This is what they're doing, and there was some professors that had studied this, and started to correlate the two together, and this is what they're doing to get rid of people. But they have these Arab Muslims, a lot of Arab and other brothers that are dubious, that are doubtful, right, as far as their intention or their previous affiliation before being granted refuge, and what's going on, man?